remarks were totally out of bounds. Other GOP candidates were also in attendance, including former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, who flipped burgers with Republican Senator Joni Ernst. The Kremlin claims Russian forces shot down 20 Ukrainian drones over Crimea. The drone strikes follow similar drone attacks in Moscow. The Russian Defense Ministry says it also stopped a pair of missile strikes on the bridge connecting Crimea to the Russian mainland and claims to have killed hundreds of Ukrainian troops. This is USA News.
Hi, this is Michael, creator of Michael's MNP supplements. Let's talk energy. Do you wake up tired?
So you get all those names,
full night's sleep?
the guy's name and everything.
Does keeping up with your family and or your job leave you exhausted by Michael's MNP's energy?
Hi, I'm Wayne Alaroot for Revive Health. Revive is an inexpensive alternative or supplement to traditional healthcare.
Good morning, Paul.
It's perfect for independent contractors,
Morning, Paul.
workers, and small business owners. What you need is flexibility, portability, affordability, and ease of
Fix
access.
my camera angle here, everybody.
Get anywhere. That's what Revive is. Affordable, flexible, portable, fast, simple.
That's
healthcare
good, I think.
anywhere. Revive treats you like you are the CEO of your own Fortune 500 company. Usually, you can only get access to a product like this.
A revolver from Elvis Presley's firearms collection going up for auction. The Rock Island Auction Company will auction the late King of Rock and Roll's Smith & Wesson Model 53 revolver on August 26th. That special order Russell Smith signed a master engraved revolver originally manufactured in 1974 is inlaid with gold and silver. The auction house expects that pistol to fetch $60,000 to $90,000. Preseason football in Buffalo hits a little different this season.
Most preseason football games have no meaning, but don't tell that to the 70,000 fans in Buffalo who watched Damar Hamlin Saturday.
I wouldn't say they have no meaning.
Competition again.
It was super fun. Like it was a
The
good experience.
the preseason games.
Just another milestone.
I don't like that people say that.
No, because
these preseason games don't have any meaning.
Because they can
They fully do.
Yeah, they could figure out their rookie talent, see what they
Exactly.
got. You know?
That's
it's only an opportunity
that's
to
the
play
point.
these guys.
That's the point of the preseason, to figure out what your roster's going to be.
Yeah.
Jerry Garnish.
A Wisconsin World War II veteran.
It's like, what, three games? Three games? It used to be 4, now it's 3, right?
Cup says he didn't expect to
They could have done it 3 because they added an extra. They added an extra week.
I love the idea of football in August.
My advice for anyone
Yeah.
who wants to be 100
I do too.
is just to avoid dying. I'm Corey Myers, USA News.
Ew, gotta get rid of this old Backstreet Boys t-shirt.
Tell me why.
Because it stinks, boys.
Tell me why.
I've washed it so many times, but the odor won't come out.
Tell me why.
No, you tell me why I can't get rid of this.
What's that thing? What's that thing?
What?
On the computer, that little, right there, that little thing right there.
What thing?
Wow, it worked.
In front of you, that right in front of the computer. The
This?
little box thing, yeah.
I don't.
Removes more odor in one wash than the leading value detergent in 3 washes.
What's that, just part of the computer?
Yeah. I don't know. It's not my. It's Chris's.
Expressed on this program are those of the host and do not express the views of WDVF ownership or Hometown Talk Radio. Content aired on all programs are those of the host and their guests.
270 enter. Here we go. Awesome.
Hey, Joey, what's happening? I mean, what's happening in Middleboro and surrounding towns? It's time for
Middleboro
Weekend Review with your host, Joey Driscoll.
Should I throw an extra weather update for Ottawa this morning? I think I will. I think I will this morning for our listener.
Yeah.
And good morning and welcome to Middleboro in Review. I'm Joey Driscoll, and I am joined, as soon as I put his mic up, there we go, and mic is now up, I am joined by, and I turned the level down there, and I am joined by Don this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Don. How are you?
Good morning, Joey. Happy Sunday.
I'm doing pretty good this morning. It's a rainy but nice day out. I'll just say that. It's a beautiful... It's always a beautiful day, even if it's raining.
A lot of people are complaining about the rain, but everything's so lush and green for August, which is kind of nice.
That is really
usually
nice.
August, everything is all the grass is pretty browned up, and it's hot and humid. It's kind of I don't call them the dog days of summer in August for nothing, but this month's been all right. So I guess we'll take it. I thought the weather's been really nice the last few days, in my opinion.
And it's a good change that we've gotten a lot of rain this summer, because I believe last summer we didn't get much rain at all. So it's really a good change that we got a lot of the good rain, and we're kind of avoiding the drought, which is a good thing.
Yeah, no, that is a good thing. I mean, we need water to survive. And we got to base it on how many times I have to get out there and cut the grass. It's starting to slow down now. I mean, for a while, since I started early May, it's been once a week or every 10 days. Now it looks like, I'm looking at the grass yesterday, I think maybe a 2-week program, maybe get it by next weekend. So I mean, but still, it's going to grow. I think this rain is going to kick it in gear. Because once the sun comes out, whenever you say when the sun comes out, Mr. Weatherman over there, they'll probably kick the grass up, and I might need to do a cut midweek, maybe.
Well, let's check out when the sun is going to come out. We'll start with Middleboro today. Cloudy skies right now. It did rain a little earlier this morning. It might rain throughout the day. A high of 84 today. It's 74 right now. A low of 63 this evening. So that is very, very good. At least it's not 70 degrees at night now. It looks like that's a good thing. It was a couple weeks ago. It was pretty hot during the nighttime. But 63 tonight. 86 tomorrow. Mostly sunny skies with a low of 66. And rain again in the forecast on Tuesday, 77 with a low of 63. In Taunton, 73 degrees. We are broadcasting from our Taunton Federal Credit Union studios at 14 Church Green in Taunton, Mass. It is a high of 84 today for Taunton. Rain in the forecast. A low of 63. A high of 85 tomorrow, a low of 66 tomorrow night. Mostly sunny skies. In Driscoll, Texas, 82 degrees with a high of 103. The 100-degree streak for Texas, unfortunately, continues all week. 103 today. Tomorrow, 103. No rain at all in the forecast for Driscoll, Texas. I don't see any rain. A high of 106 on Thursday as well, so it's pretty hot in Driscoll, Texas. And I think this is gotta be the third week or so, something like that, of 100-degree weather.
Yeah, the whole South is getting inundated by that hot weather. That's why I think we're grateful to have the weather we have, because hot weather doesn't help anybody.
No. Driscoll, North Dakota, 60 degrees, rain in the forecast. It's raining now. A high of 62 today in Driscoll, North Dakota. A low of 52 this evening. Pretty nice weather for the rest of the week, though. Monday, 76 degrees, 55 for the low tomorrow night. No rain after today, so that's good weather for Driscoll, North Dakota. And I decided to add an extra city today. And that city is Ottawa, Ontario. Ottawa, currently 65 degrees, sunny skies, mostly sunny skies. A high of 75 today, rain possible. A low of 58 this evening. Monday, tomorrow, 75 degrees, low of 59. So pretty nice weather tomorrow as well. Rain off and on during the week, but pretty nice weather for Ottawa, Canada, in August. So.
In honor of
a friend of ours that we met yesterday.
Yes. I mean, I don't think we got his name. I did, but I forgot it. We were at the pizza place in the North End, having some lunch, and we met this young man from Ottawa, and first time in Boston, so he was asking me, first of all, you had to go.
I think he said it was his first time alone in Boston.
Right. He said he went with his father 10 years ago, so I mean that was nice. And I said to him, I mean, it's nothing better than going with your dad, but going by yourself, you kind of blaze your own trails. So I mean, I think he went to a Red Sox game. Was going to Red Sox. He was in line at this iconic pizza place that everyone knows. In the North End. Everyone knows it.
Everyone knows it.
Everyone knows it. I'll mention it. And also, I told him to go swimming. I told him to go take the Blue Line to Revere Beach and go swimming, jump in the ocean. If you've never been in the Atlantic Ocean, I says that's your, quick ride on the Blue Line and go swimming. So I hope the best for this individual we met. He was a really nice kid, and he finally got his pizza pie, and he was very happy. And yesterday was a good day, Joe. You want to?
So we went to Boston. We went to the North End, a place called City Winery, where Chachi the Pratt was doing a Beatles related afternoon once again at the City Winery. I think this is his 12th month doing it, or next month will be his 12th month at the City Winery.
It's more of a residency for him now.
Yeah, it's more of a residency.
It's a once a month thing. It's usually on Sundays. For some reason, it was on a Saturday this time around. But it usually starts at 12 when they talk. I mean, it's like his show he had at Lorenzo's, and if anyone went there, it's pretty much Beatles related. But here, it is screens and movie clips, and John, musician, who's there with him. He's a sidekick there, and he helps him out too, doing the MCing and a little magic, and it was a really, really good afternoon. It's funny too because we took the Green Line in from Riverside after Joey worked here till 10. He did Silver City Meeting House, and that ended at 10. And we hopped on the highway, and we went to Riverside in Newton to take the Green Line. Oh boy, did that take forever.
It was slow.
It was an hour.
It was an hour each way.
It was an hour. I just did that as a goof because we usually take the commuter rail in, or because I like to utilize public transportation. I talk of being game about public transportation. I should act it, and Joey and I, we take public transportation as much as possible because I think that's good for everything. Good for the environment, good for traffic flow, good for stress level sometimes. And I drive for a living, so sometimes I don't want to be driving on the weekends when I'm going to our events or going to our little things, so having fun. So we tried the Green Line, and it's painfully slow.
Very bad.
Well, I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's a public transportation option that the city of Boston and the surrounding communities do need. But
bad when it comes to the slowness.
Yeah,
it's very slow.
Yeah, I mean, you're averaging 20, 30 miles an hour, I think.
The whole way, pretty much.
Yeah, off and on, stopping a million times.
Pretty much.
And plus
it does pick up in the tunnels, but
not really.
Not really.
No,
not really because of the traffic.
No, it just
the subway traffic as well is an issue.
It's a trolley line, but in my opinion, in Boston it's ideal. I mean, trolley's a trolley in the Boston. It's just you bouncing around, but I mean, if you're running out from Boston out to 128 belt Newton, I mean, that's some miles.
Yes,
so I mean, you really need something that can go fast.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's been there for forever. That line, I think, has been in place since 1959. It replaced a old commuter rail line. It used to be a commuter rail line that ran out that way, and it used to go further west of 128. If anybody drives on the 128 highway over near Newton, Route 16, Grove Street, you go onto a railroad trestle. I think that was the old line from the 50s that went further west. But it was interesting. It was a lot of fun. I mean, I guess you can go for a goof. It was fun to ride the trolley. It's like going to the carnival or whatnot. It's always fun to ride the trolley. But we ended up getting there. First of all, we had to wait 20 minutes for a train. So all right, okay, wait 20 minutes, or good 15 anyway, 15, 20, and then it took an hour. So, I mean, we figured we'd get there in plenty of time for the show at 12 o'clock. We left here at 10 o'clock. 10:05 on the money. We were wheels up out of the BBS studio parking lot. And so it took us a half an hour drive there, and then an hour to get into North Station. So
other people we met there yesterday at City Winery, a lot of big names were there. Bradley J was there. Yeah, we got to meet him, got to talk to him as well, and that was fun.
It's funny, his voice, oh my God. Sometimes you meet people, you hear people on the radio, and maybe their voice is different when you meet them in person, but his voice, his iconic voice is just, man, that's Bradley J's voice. Oh my God. And we were talking to him, and he was there for the show, and Bradley and Chachi worked together in PCN, I believe. Yeah. And one thing that Bradley J, he was the last DJ for WBCN. He saw the
last day. Yeah.
Last DJ, played the last song, which was, Joey?
"Shine on You Crazy Diamond" by Pink Floyd.
And they were trying to figure out the second to last song.
And that was Cream, "I Feel Free."
I Feel Free. And you know what? I thought, and I got two stations mixed up. I thought it was Rush, "Free Will." And he looked
Rush,
at me.
"Free Will" is
the second to last.
That was AAF.
Yeah, that was AAF. Yeah, that was the second to last song with that. I got that mixed up. He's looking at me. He says, "There's no way I would have played that." It's okay. And then we met someone else.
Wayne Greenside.
Yeah, he works with Bradley. Helps him with a lot of Bradley's. Bradley J has a lot of podcasts now. He does a lot of, and I'm sure if you can go online, you could find him and listen to his broadcast, because anybody who knew he was the overnight guy at WBC for quite a few years, and a lot of people listen to him. I mean, your grandfather listened to him a lot, and we listen to him sometimes. And he had a good show on WBZ, but I think he's been out of there since like 2020.
Early 2020.
Yeah. I think they have Coast to Coast now. They have a syndicated show now, so it's now mostly news, except for maybe Dan Ray. But Wayne was he lives in Kingston. I guess he was at the Chachi shows we were at Lorenzo. So if Wayne's listening, I want to say hello to Wayne, and thanks for talking to us and giving us all the great information. Everyone was so wonderful there. The staff was so nice. City Winery is such a beautiful place. But we walked in, and it was dark, and it took us a while to adjust our eyes, because we walked in, it was just like we had to stand until we got our eyes adjusted. It's but they have a nice, beautiful little area. They got the wine area out front, and I guess they do shows there. They got a lot of people there who come around, and there's a lot of shows that they do. So I mean, if you're interested in that, maybe just you can check out. But that was Chachi. We're on the guest list, so thank you, Chachi, for that.
Thank you.
He's really been coming in, granting interviews, and showing up the station, and that's huge. He's such a nice guy. He's such class act, in my opinion. He really likes you. I think he thinks he looks at you differently. Maybe he looks at you like he was when he was growing up, starting in the radio business. So I mean, that's a good feeling. I mean, I feel we have a friend here too. And if you love the Beatles, that's the guy to follow in the Boston area, in my opinion. And so he has a website, and you can go on, and he has a couple shows he does. So thank you very much for everybody,
yes.
And we had such a wonderful day yesterday, and we had a lot of fun. It was a good afternoon, and the Charlie ride was kind of fun.
Kinda. I think I do want to mention here. It's been a while since I mentioned this. The ways to listen to the show. The main way, the best way, WVBF 1530 AM 99.7 FM is the way to go to listen to the show. If you are on the radio, if you listen to it on the radio, or if you listen to it on TuneIn as well. TuneIn is a great option to listen to WVBF on as well. And there's some other websites out there as well. If you type in WVBF, you'll be able to find some other websites that do stream the station.
Well, yeah, like TuneIn. I have my radio. I looked at Joey for he's my tech guy. You know, he takes care of me as far as that. But when I listen on Thursdays, Middleboro Matters, it's my radio. That's my app that I have. And and also too, we get 5,000 watts coming out of County Road. In Taunton.
We do 5,000 watts on a good day. On a good day, on a nice clear day, I can hear it all the way in I've listened to it in Weymouth Weymouth before.
Yeah, pretty good too. You know?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And that's a pretty big signal for smaller radio station. A lot of the other radio stations have a lot less. So that's huge. That's and it's the only one it's the only radio station in the city of Taunton, and it covers Middleboro. And so I mean it's been a great pleasure to be here with Joey and all the people who I've met here at WVBF. From the very beginning to now, everyone's awesome over here. Everyone's so professional. It's like it really is like a family here.
Yes.
It really is like a family.
Yes.
It's just like another family, and everyone cares about each other. Everyone's nice to each other, and the professionalism here is unbelievable. And I really like the idea of being here. I love coming here Sunday morning, being Joey's co-host, and he's my boss for 1 hour a week.
And if you happen to miss this show when it's live, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., you can go to Facebook, Middleboro in Review on Facebook, and all the shows are there. And you can go on YouTube, Middleboro in Review on YouTube, and they'll all be there as well.
Are you caught up?
They'll all pretty much be there. I think I'm almost caught up. Like 99% caught up. So they'll pretty much almost all be there. I gotta post a couple more recent ones.
Yeah, so if you have Facebook, you want to listen to it later on today. We have a lot of friends who listen later on, and the whole Facebook thing works awesome. It works for Paul Laz. I mean, Cranberry Country Journal. He told me he has almost 200 people who listen to him on Facebook.
We have an email, middleboroinreview on gmail.com. middleboroinreview@gmail.com. If you want to email us with any questions, any topics you want us to talk about, any piece of news that you might have in the Middleboro area or any other area,
Right.
we try to talk about other stuff, not just in Middleboro, but in other places as well.
And we also have people on, too, who are part of the community. And
Yes.
we've had Barry Sanders. He is city councilman for City of Taunton. He's called in a couple of Sundays and talked about, I guess they had a referendum that did pass for the new complex, for the new safety complex that was passed. When was that? Like May or June?
I think that was in April.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So that passed. So he so that was good. I think, obviously the community supported it because they voted it in. So, I mean, now Taunton is going to have a real police department and a centralized fire department. So the public safety ducks are in a row now, as we could say. So, I mean, we've had people on in that way. We've had Danny Harmon. He's a YouTube production. I say Distant Signal Productions.
Yes.
He does work down in Florida for Fox 13, and we've befriended him, and he's called several times, and he talks about his videos he does for, they call it rail fanning. It's, videotaping trains, freight trains, all sorts of trains, and it's really a hobby that's really catching fast down the south. And a lot of these towns, like Folkston, Georgia, they build platforms in their city parks near the railroad as people come down, and that stimulates the local economy. Believe it or not, I mean it does. I mean some hotels get, because they have like a rail fan weekend and people come down just to watch the trains. I mean, some people might think that's weird, but some people really love it. And he's been doing videos for, I don't know, he's saying 20 years. I've been watching his video for 6, just watching them. So and we've had him on the radio here for 3.
And another way, one more way to get in contact with us live, if you want to talk with us live, the studio call-in number is 508-822-1106. Again, that's 508-822-1106. And it is 7:29. We're going to take our first commercial break, and we will be right back here on Middleboro in Review on WVBF 1530 AM and 99.7 FM. We'll be right back. All right.
Spark Street Auto Body, located at 48 Spark Street in Brockton, Massachusetts, offers the highest quality collision repair and complete auto service for your car. They are a direct repair shop for all major insurance.
When are you talking to Nick again?
What?
When do you talk to Nick again?
583-1495. They're open
This week.
Is this his last one?
This is his last day.
And 8 to 4 on Fridays. Call them today. You will not be disappointed. 508-583-1495.
Combat Veteran Motorcycle Association is an association of combat veterans from all branches of the United States Armed Forces who ride motorcycles as a hobby.
How's your coffee this morning?
Our mission is to support those who have defended our country.
It's a good thing.
Our focus is to help veteran care facilities provide a warm meal, clothing, shelter, and guidance. Or simply to say thank you and welcome home. We have members from nearly all 50 states and living abroad. Many members continue to serve in our armed forces, with some serving in combat areas now. We sponsor and or participate in many motorcycle-related charity events each year, and as a non-profit organization, donate to various veteran care facilities and veteran charities. To learn more about the Combat Veteran Motorcycle Association and how you can join or support, please visit cvma2-2.org.
WVBF is your hometown radio station. And one of the things we like to do to support people in your hometown is to run community announcements. If you do belong to a nonprofit group or organization, or if you're an official with a city or town government, send your community announcements.
Unfortunately, this became
Oh, up and down.
It's safe, it's fast, and allows us to get right back to you if we have a question. Send your community announcements to WVBF1530@hotmail.com. That's WVBF1530@hotmail.com. Thank you for listening. Your hometown radio station is AM 1530, WVBF, and 99.7 FM.
136, enter.
Hi, this is
Go.
Martha Fluman, your host for Medicare Moment with Martha. Each week, we present the latest information on health, legal, and lifestyle issues that affect you and your family. It's fascinating, fast-paced, and fun as we explore all aspects of the Medicare maze. So join me for Medicare Moment with Martha, Saturday mornings at 8 and Sunday mornings at 9 on AM 1530 and 99.7 FM, WVBF, your hometown radio station.
That's it. Oh. 2-0. Here we go. Okay. Blue mic back up. Red mic back up. Perfect. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. And we're back. As I turn the music down, there we go. Oh, we are back here on Middleboro in Review. I am Joey Driscoll, and this is Middleboro in Review, joined by Don, as always.
Happy Sunday, everybody.
I want to mention that we're going to be having household hazardous waste day collections coming up. I think that the month of August is usually when a lot of those happen for several communities. Taunton, the city of Taunton, their household hazardous waste day is scheduled for Saturday, August the 26th, 2023. It's a day that Taunton residents can bring household hazardous waste to the convenience center, which is at 340 East Britannia Street, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. This drop-off is available to Taunton residents only. No business, please. Proof of residency is required by presenting a driver's license or utility bill. Items that are allowed for hazardous waste disposal on August 26th include household cleaning chemicals, gardening chemicals, swimming pool chemicals, waste fluids, and oils, paints, thinners, and more. Please visit the City of Taunton's official website, taunton-ma.gov, for a comprehensive list of items that are allowed and disallowed from the annual Household Hazardous Waste Day drop-off. Any questions may be directed to the Taunton DPW at 508-821-1431. So that is Taunton's Household Hazardous Waste Day. I think Middleboro has one every year, and several other towns have one every year as well. I don't know if Middleboro has already had theirs or not.
I think he would.
I think usually it happens in August.
Oh, yeah.
So it should be happening.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out. Take a look-see for that. And once you find out, I'm sure you'll tell everybody.
Yes,
I guess
absolutely.
it's important. You don't want to clean up things. You don't want that stuff hanging around your house. And you definitely want to dispose of it properly.
Also happening in Taunton, the summer celebration at Hopewell Park, Friday, August 25th, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. And if it rains on Friday, the event will take place on Sunday, August 27th, 2023. Again, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., I'm assuming, for that day as well. Music, entertainment, kids' activities, food trucks, and fireworks are all part of this celebration at Hopewell Park. So if you're in the Taunton area, right around that time, go to that event. It'll be a fun event for sure. I want to mention that Easton Public Schools invites the community to a ribbon-cutting ceremony and open house for the new Blanchette A. Ames Elementary School, Sunday, August 20th, 50 Spooner Street in North Easton. The ribbon-cutting ceremony will be held at 10 a.m. with a secondary children's ribbon cutting to immediately follow. Several elected officials and town leaders will be present, along with district and school officials. Following the ceremony, an open house will be held from 11 a.m. to 1, with activities for all ages. A touch-a-truck style display will be available, and the school's playgrounds will be open for use. Additional children's activities, such as face painting and a balloon artist, will be at hand. Cornhole and other lawn games coordinated by the East Community Recreation Department will be set up for families. Food trucks and refreshments will be available for purchase. Guided tours of the new school will be given as well. Tours can be joined at any time during the open house. So I wanted to mention that. When the new high school opened, I'm not sure they had a similar open house style thing and tours as well. I'm not sure if they had. They probably did. But when the new high school opened for Middleboro, similar event took place and ribbon cutting, and it's always an interesting event to go to. So if you're in the area for that, that's another event to go to as well. In Middleboro, Dawn, you'll like this. The 17th season of the Middleboro Summer Concert Series is continuing. Takes place on the Town Hall front lawn. The concerts get underway at 6 p.m. on Thursday nights. The next one is August 17th, and that is Bill Mulligan performing. All concerts are free to attend, making it the perfect opportunity to gather with family and friends.
Hey, Joey, I'm on the Middleboro Friends website on their Facebook page right now.
Oh.
And I guess last Thursday they did cancel.
Last Thursday they did cancel.
So when the shed inspectors play again, is it they slot them in that last makeup day or something? How's that work?
If there were to be a makeup day,
I think that did they have more than
I don't know.
One
If there were to be a makeup day, so the September 1st would be the makeup day.
Well, who played on the 27th? Because I'm looking at their the 27th. So
27th was Otto's Underground.
All right, well, because that was canceled due to weather too.
So some of these concerts have been canceled due to weather. Last week's concert was canceled due to another issue. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what it said. It's funny. Do you know what the issue was?
No,
I'm
not sure what it was.
But it did rain that day.
It could have been It could have been that.
It did rain.
It could have been
Thursday.
that.
Yeah.
Or it could have been a sound issue as well.
Yeah,
maybe they were having issues with the sound.
Okay. Well, let's keep an eye on the website.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on the
Facebook page for the Middleboro Friends to see if August 17th will be going forward.
That's the last post they said. So So I guess we'll find out, but I assume
there's supposed to be two more. August 17th, Bill Mulligan, and August 24th, Dennis and Friends. And I think if either of those get canceled, they'll probably get slotted in on the September 1st.
Well, yeah, maybe. I mean, they got if they had if two bands got affected, they're gonna try to get them in too towards the end and maybe run them into September.
Maybe that's what will happen.
I mean, because usually. It really depends.
Maybe Otto's Underground will play.
Yeah, right.
And then the Shed Inspectors will play.
What a cool name that is, huh?
So the two concerts that were canceled.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll play in September.
Right. All right. Well, that's that on the free.
But we don't have that information yet. So
Town Hall concert series. Okay.
The Middleboro Summer Concert Series is put together by Middleboro Friends, a non-profit organization of citizens working together to strengthen the community. To learn more about the group, check out their Facebook page, Middleboro Friends.
And the popcorn's delicious.
It is.
It is. I'm sure they got popcorn there. And, soda pop, water. They got everything you need for your viewing pleasure.
Tomorrow, the Raynham Community Day 2023. Raynham working together to support our town. The Raynham Association of Volunteers for Education, RAVE, Inc., will be hosting a special meeting on Monday, August 14th, that's tomorrow, to continue planning for the annual Raynham Community Day event set for Sunday, September 17th. The meeting will begin at 6:30 p.m. in the Donald McKinnon Municipal Meeting Room at Veterans Memorial Town Hall, which is located at 558 South Main Street. Anyone who is interested in helping to plan the event, volunteering to help, or who wants information about participating in the event is urged to attend the meeting. Well, that is coming up tomorrow. Coming up on Tuesday, the East Bridgewater Veterans Service Office is accepting applications for its Veteran Banner sponsorship program. Families, friends, and others may sponsor banners to honor current or former residents of East Bridgewater who served in any branch of the military. The banners will be installed in the central part of East Bridgewater during the fall before Veterans Day and during the spring before Memorial Day and also the 4th of July. The cost of the banners is $109 with checks made payable to military tribute banners. Submissions must include the honoree's name, branch of service, rank, dates of service, major wars fought in, if any, and a photograph of the honoree. Submission should be sent to Chris Buckley, Veterans Service Officer, 175 Central Street, East Bridgewater. To download a form, you can go to the East Bridgewater website, and they'll have it there. Paper forms also are available at the Veterans Services Office in Town Hall. Any submissions received by this Tuesday, August 15th, will be included in this fall's banner installation. Submissions received after the 15th of August will be installed in the spring of 2024. My grandfather's banner will be installed in the spring of 2024, which is going to be exciting. Right, Don?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's...
in Middleboro, yeah.
And it's funny, too. There was no charge. I was surprised. My friend Billy in Pennsylvania, his brother had his father in the little town they live in Pennsylvania. That, I guess it was a charge. I was surprised, whatever. Charge, that's fine. That's, it's, I mean, they get, I understand, you understand that because they gotta, they gotta get the banner together. They gotta do all that stuff. And, you can't be upset about that. But when you find out that zero donate, you're like, wow. And I said, how's that happen? He says, well, let people donate.
It's donations,
a lot of donations. There's a lot of people who care out there. And that was huge. That was huge. And yeah, your grandfather had a great picture too. He's gonna look good up there.
If you're in
U.S. Air Force,
If you're in East Bridgewater and you have any questions about the banners, questions can be directed to the East Bridgewater Veterans Services Office at 508-378-1603. Again, that's 508-378-1603.
Right. It's great. I mean, even when we go down and visit my friend, he gets to see his dad up there, World War II veteran. I mean, it's just the greatest generation ever. And I'm glad these towns are doing this for the veterans because it's important. It's you look at a veteran as you're going down downtown and you see the pictures and you got World War II era, you got Korea era, you got Vietnam, you got today's era, and it just makes you pause and you look up and these people these people are there where join the military for your freedom and my freedom and everyone else's freedom and willing to take the ultimate sacrifice. And maybe some did up there. Who knows?
And one last thing, I do have here for the PSAs is the Taunton Lodge of Elks 150 is honoring all those who served and currently serve. Veterans and currently enlisted military members are invited to join the Elks for lunch every third Wednesday of each month at noon at the Elks Lodge in the Industrial Park, 775 John Quincy Adams Road in Taunton. The next lunch is going to be this Wednesday, August 16th. Lunch is provided free of charge and no reservations are needed. For more information, you can call 508-824-1500. Again, that's 508-824-1500. Or you can email mail@tauntonelks.org. Again, that email is mail@tauntonelks.org. 7:48. We're going to take our last commercial break right now. And when we come back, we'll have our Today in Histories coming up. We'll have our music recommendation. We're going to do a music recommendation. We're going to try to do that today.
We haven't done that in a while.
We haven't done that in a while. Yes, exactly. And it's going to be a Paul McCartney song. I'm not going to say which one. You'll have to wait through the commercial break to find out. It'll be a surprise. All right, so we're going to do that right after the commercial break here on Middleboro in Review, WVBF 1530 AM, 99.7 FM. We'll be right back here on Middleboro in Review.
Kind of a housekeeping show. You know what I mean?
I gotta get some local stuff in there.
Oh yeah, no, it's a good local show. Yeah.
Got it. All right. 319 enter.
Everybody loves a winner. The rags to riches story has become
0.
a part of the American dream. And you can hear stories like these every day on the Success Journal. Hi, I'm your host, Chris Whitting, inviting you to join me for the behind-the-scenes stories of those who risked it all while reaching for the stars. Listen every weekday for the Success Journal.
The Success Journal. It comes your way at 7:50 a.m. Monday through Friday as part of WVBF's Morning Wake Up News.
Give Nicaragua Landscape Supplies a call today at 508-947-5363 for same-day delivery service. He offers mulch, stone, and wood chips. He also offers granite bird baths and Yukimi lanterns. Visit his new location at 364 Main Street in Plimpton, 1 mile from Tractor Supply in Carver.
St. Vincent de Paul of Sacred Heart Church in Middleboro serves the residents of the towns of Middleboro, Lakeville, Carver, and Rochester. Our base of operations is in the lower level of the parish hall on Oak Street, directly across the street from Sacred Heart Church in downtown Middleboro. At this time, we serve approximately 500 families in our service area, and many of them come to us for various types of aid. This can take many forms and include many of the following programs: utilities and rent assistance, agency referrals, clothing and furniture vouchers, and temporary lodging. For more information, go to svdbmiddleboro.org. May the good Lord bless you and keep you safe.
Hey, I'm back. Every Tuesday and every Wednesday, it's Coffee with me, Tony Wolf. Local, regional, and national guests, hot local topics, but more importantly, your calls. Every Tuesday and Wednesday, starting at 9 a.m., it's Coffee with Tony, only on your hometown radio station, WVBF.
All right, and we are back here as I turn the music down, and it is 7:52 here on Middleboro in Review. And music recommendation, Don. You ready for this one? Well, our music recommendation today is a song by the Wings, from their 1976 album.
Paul McCartney and Wings?
Paul McCartney and Wings. Wings at the Speed of Sound. And the song is, Don?
Someone's knocking on your door?
Just let him in.
Let him in.
Let him in.
Yeah.
Yes, and written and sung by Paul McCartney. But there's another version out there that we'll talk about in just a second. It reached the top 3 in the United Kingdom, the United States, and Canada. Number 2 hit in the UK and the US. Top 3. A pop hit. And a number 1 hit in the easy listening area as well. In Canada, the song was number 3 for 3 weeks. on the pop chart and number 1 for 3 weeks on the MOR chart of RPM magazine. The single was certified gold by the Recording Industry Association of America for sales of over 1 million copies. Can be found on Paul McCartney's 1987 compilation album, All the Best. A demo of the song featuring Denny Lane on lead vocal is included.
Who's Denny Lane? Like one of the players?
One of the players.
Oh, wow.
Denny Lane. I should know this, but I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up anyway. He was worked for them, the Wings. Give me a second.
And when the demo came out? Like after?
I should know this.
Like after or before the original cut came out?
What?
When did he sing?
After.
Oh, after they found that?
After it, yeah.
Oh,
I think it was after it. Denny Lane was their guitarist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I should know that, but I didn't have it in front of me.
Yeah.
Okay, but he was the guitarist.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a lead vocal featuring his voice, Denny Lane's voice, is included as a bonus track on the Archive Collection reissue of Wings at the Speed of Sound.
Oh, wow. I want to listen to that. I want to see how that sounds.
Yeah.
And they're definitely not shy with the horns in that song.
No.
It's just wakes you up. I'm talking about you really didn't need coffee when you were playing that song on the way to work this morning, on the way to the station. And it's funny, too. I mentioned, too, all the names, he says,
Yeah, again, well, I got to talk about that, actually.
All the names. And I think of the other song by Paul Simon, 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover, and all the names he references in that song, too. So, I mean, the songs are totally different musically and, lyrically and whatnot. But it's just the names, it's throwing those names out at you. You got the names in the Paul McCartney song and you got the names in the Paul Simon song.
So the song was released on July 23rd, 1976. Recorded at Abbey Road Studios in London.
Cool, yeah. Right.
Genre, soft rock, and March, which, that's accurate. That's very accurate.
Oh, yeah, the horns
The song starts with the sound of a vibraphone mimicking the Friedland Westminster chime doorbell. Before the rhythm begins, the lyric name checks several famous people between friends and relatives of McCartney who, without a justified reason, knock on the door or ring the bell of his house, and he exclaims, "Let him in." They include McCartney's parents, McCartney's paternal aunt, Gin, his brother Michael, and Linda, McCartney's brother John. Paul and Don of the Everly Brothers are named. The duo had a hit with "Keep a Knockin'," along with Martin Luther, who famously hung his 95 Thesis on a church door, and Uncle Ernie is also named, being the character Ringo Starr sang in the London Symphony Orchestra's recording of The Who's rock opera Tommy. Let 'Em In is also notable for a false fade-out, which, however, becomes loud for the last 2 notes of the song. The song makes use of piano, drums, bass, and brass, including a trombone solo and wind instruments as well, including flutes are in there. A lot of flutes, as well as backup vocals from Linda and other members of the Wings.
When I first heard that song, that came out in 1976. So that song sounds like a patriotic song with the flutes. It really does. When I heard that back in the day, I was thinking, the 200th year bicentennial for the United States, and then that song comes out.
Yeah.
And that song came
1976,
out, I think, right when Starlight Band, what's that other band there? The Starlight in the Night or whatever. Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
I think I do, but I don't know the name of the band off the top of my head either.
But that song sounded patriotic. It sounded like it belonged it's like in 1976. So I think he was thinking that too. Just the way that song sounds, because it does sound like patriotic. It sounds like patriotic 1776 music. Yeah. That's what I thought as a kid. And I know we're running out of time, but one tidbit that Chachi talked about yesterday on Obla Di Obla Dar.
Yes.
Go ahead. We were talking about that this morning.
That
they were trying to get
Yeah.
that song going,
Yes,
and
yeah.
then John, I guess, was late, and he came in and he starts that piano part
and he
at
just
the beginning.
they write it. They write
And
there
they're
and
like,
there.
"Oh my God, this is how you start the song."
Yes.
And they were like struggling to do it. So I mean, that's what's great about these Chachi shows, Chachi LaPret shows he does, because they tell you about the inside stories on all the songs that you loved.
All right, our Today in History is 1918. Women enlist in the United States Marine Corps for the first time, with Opha May Johnson is the first woman to enlist. 1969, the Apollo 11 astronauts enjoy a ticker tape parade in New York City. That evening, at a state dinner in Los Angeles, they are rewarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by U.S. President Richard Nixon. Real quick, I believe that ticker tape parade is a scene in the movie Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. That is as far as I'm going to go with that. I don't want to spoil anything, but it is. I think that ticker tape parade is a scene in that movie. 99% sure. The birthdays today. 1818, Lucy Stone, an American abolitionist and suffragist, was an American orator, abolitionist, and suffragist who was a vocal advocate for the organization, an organizer for promoting women's rights. In 1847, Stone became the first woman from Massachusetts to earn a college degree. 1899, Alfred Hitchcock, English-American director and producer. 1951, Dan Fogelberg,
Nice.
American singer-songwriter and guitarist.
I love Dan
born on
Fogelberg.
1951.
I love him.
Both on Born on this Day in 1987, Jason and Devin McCourty, American football players, both played for the Patriots.
You met Devin.
I met Devin.
Yep.
Got his autograph. Unfortunately, I lost it.
His rookie year.
His rookie year, yeah.
Starlight Vocal Band, Afternoon Delight. That's the other
Okay.
song I was thinking about that was kind of patriotic. Came out in 76. And so those two songs, as a child, was iconic to the Bicentennial.
Yes.
So, I mean...
And our passings for today, Jim Neidhart, American wrestler, passed away in 2018 on this day. August 13th, 2018, Jim Neidhart. All right, that will do it for today's program. Running a little running a little bit behind the time. So we're going to say goodbye, and we'll be back next week for the August 20th edition of Middleboro Review.
Have a great week, everybody.
Yeah, we're tad bit behind.
What, 1 minute?
More like almost 2. Bye, everybody.